Hey everyone, come along with us as we measure a door that we will be replacing. We're going to walk through the step-by-step process of measuring everything to ensure the new door will fit perfectly. So let's start by measuring the width of the frame. Place your tape measure flat against one side of the frame, ensuring it stays level for the most accurate measurement. It's important to measure 3 different places, the top, middle, and bottom, to check for any inconsistencies. We're going to measure the middle of the frame to determine if there's a bulge, also known as a belly. This is crucial as any irregularities will need to be accounted for when installing the new door. Now let's move on to the height of the frame. Measure from the floor, or where the door will be resting, to the underside of the header. To ensure accuracy, take measurements in 2 different locations. It's going to be at each corner of the door opening. This is going to help determine if the ground is level where the door will sit. Next, we're going to measure the existing door itself. Just like with the frame, we're going to start with the width, measuring at the top, middle, and the bottom to ensure consistency throughout the whole door. For the height, measure from the bottom edge of the door to the top in 2 locations. Just like the frame, it's going to be at each corner. Notice that he's hooking the tape measure under the bottom of the door for the most precise dimensions. To keep the tape steady, he lightly presses his foot against the bottom while reading the measurements at the top. Lastly, we're going to check that the door is evenly positioned within the frame when closed. There should be a consistent reveal around the edges and a proper undercut between the door and the floor. For hinge placement, hook your tape measure at the top of the door and measure down to the top of each hinge. This ensures the hinge cutouts are correctly positioned when the new door is made. We will also need the height and width of each hinge, as well as the hinge type. So coming up in the next clip, we're showing 2 common hinge styles, standard weight and heavy weight. If you're unsure which type you have, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to assist. Finally, we're going to measure the lock placement. First, determine the center of the lock by measuring its height and marking a center line. Then with your tape measure hooked at the top of the door, measure down to the center line you just marked. So now we're ready to order a perfectly fitting replacement door.